Hi guys, I'm Anita and I'm back with another video. Today it's time for another TBR. It is time for my Books in the Freezer Readathon TBR. The Books in the Freezer Readathon is a readathon that was created by Rachel from The Shades of Orange as well as Stephanie from That's What She Read. And both of those girls have a podcast called Books in the Freezer where they recommend horror books. I don't know if it's weekly or if it's monthly or whatever. I'll admit I haven't listened to the podcast yet. I don't listen to podcasts a lot, but I have actually just started subscribing to it, so I'll try and go and listen to some episodes. Yeah. Anyway, the Books in the Freezer Readathon is going to be starting on Monday the 1st of October and runs until Sunday, October 14th. So it's actually a 2-week long readathon, which is quite amazing. So yeah, I'm going to be reading a lot of horror apparently. I didn't realize it was 2 weeks long. I thought it was like a week-long one. Anyway, that aside, let's get into the challenges. There are 5 different challenges and I'll get into them now. Apologies because I have a cold at the moment, so yeah, if I'm a little off, that's why. So the first challenge is to read a book by a female author, and for that one I'm going to be reading Red Fox by Karina Halle. This is the second book in the series that I started last year. I haven't continued, but I have the next 2 books on my Kindle, so I thought it would be a good time to pick this one up. And this is about ghost hunting and stuff, so they go out and see if they can find these ghosts where they've heard about ghost stories and see if there's something to it. I think the next one is read a horror anthology or short story collection. For that one I'm going to be reading The Bone Mother by, I'm not sure, I can't see the author's name on my Kindle, it's very teeny tiny. But I'm interested in that one and we'll definitely try and get it to it. Task number 3 is read a horror book that features a person of color or LGBTQ plus representation, and for that I'm gonna read Certain Dark Things by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I think that's how she's pronounced. This is by a Mexican author, I believe, and it follows like a vampire horror sort of story. So I'll be interested in reading that. I'm going to try and get that from the library. I don't know if there's holes in it, so it should be an overdrive ebook that I'll need to get down. So we'll see if I can get it on time. Challenge number 4 is read a book with a book-to-movie adaptation, and for that one I'm going to read Firestarter by Stephen King. A lot of Stephen King's books have been adapted, and I feel like since I am trying to work my way through Stephen King's books in a chronological order, it would be nice to add that one to my list. So I'll definitely be doing that, and yeah. So I don't know if I'll be watching it over the readathon because I don't know if I have access to the video, but I would definitely read it. I'll be listening to an audio of that one. So we'll see how that works. I have had my issues with audios, but I'm gonna try it. And if it doesn't work for me, I'm gonna go to the library, pick up the physical book. But it'll be a Danish edition. They only have a translated edition at the library. The 5th challenge is to read a book in the freezer recommendation, and I don't know if there's any specific lists that you can use. I found a list that's just called Books in the Freezer Listopia on Goodreads. So I think that's books that's been talked about on Books in the Freezer challenge, so I hope that is okay to choose from that list. From that list I'm going to be reading Dracula by Bram Stoker, because this will also be a buddy read with the BookTube Discord server in October, so I felt like it would be nice to add that to the list. And yep, I've had this on my TBR for over a year, so it's about time that I get to it, and I will be listening to an audio of this one as well. If I have more time to read, I have a couple of horror books that I got on my Kindle to choose between. I have The Restorer by Amanda Stevens. I think that's like a mystery thriller thing that is set in a graveyard. I don't know if there's ghosts and stuff in that. I have The 11th Percent by T.H. Morris, which I think is a haunted house thing. Also, if I haven't finished this by the time that the book in the freezer starts, I will be finishing up The Dead Zone by Stephen King, which is my current read. I'm 175 pages in, and I don't think I'll be finishing this in a week. So definitely compared to have been reading it recently. But I do really want to finish this one, so it will be added to the pile as well. So those are the books that I'm planning on reading for the books in the freezer readathon. Let me know in the comments down below if you'll be participating in the readathon and what plans you have to read. Also, let me know if you've read any of the books that I'm planning on reading and which one you think I should start out with, if you have any suggestions. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Goodbye!